Hi, my name is Scott Sharpen, and I'm the president and founder of an organization called apportionment.us. You can find us on the web at www.apportionment.us. And the reason that I founded apportionment.us gets back to something that's so core and so fundamental to our country, to our republic, and that is the topic of representation. The key mission of apportionment.us is that we work to achieve equal and appropriate representation in the United States House, not just for this generation, but for the many generations to come. What I discovered in the process of research and analysis is that while this issue and topic of representation is so core to our country, we have a major problem with our United States House right now because it is unequal, in fact severely unequal, and I believe we have inappropriate representation. We do not have enough representation that's close to the people in this country. And I'll talk a lot more about what we're doing as an organization in future videos. But one thing I want to focus in on is going back to the very beginning of our country. And that is when we had a group of patriots, a band of rebels, whatever you want to call them, who came together and decided to break away from England, the mother country. And they assembled for multiple meetings, but there was one very important meeting, which was the Continental Congress, who came together to articulate a Declaration of Independence. And there's one statement in there that many of us have memorized, and that is this. At the beginning, it says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." And it goes on to say that the government is instituted, or governments are instituted among men to basically protect these fundamental rights that we were given by God, our Creator. And one of the core fundamental aspects of ensuring that those rights are being upheld and maintained and protected and safeguarded is the issue and topic of representation. In fact, it's very interesting when you look at the end of the Declaration of Independence. It makes a very, very interesting statement. It says this: after it listed all of these abuses and usurpations of the King of England and how they were not being represented, you know, remember the rally cry of no taxation without representation. They said this at the end of the Declaration. They said, "We," that is those who were assembled who ultimately signed the Declaration, "we therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled." So they referred to themselves as the representatives of the United States of America. They were representing by voice the people that were in the colonies. And they knew that because they didn't have representation, that those unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness were going to be threatened. So we had to set up a process here, and ultimately we'll get to the Constitution and what happened there in a future video. But they knew that the structure of government was critical to safeguard and protect the liberty that we all as Americans, as free Americans, deserve by God to have those things protected. And because right now in this country, as I'll talk more about, we have inappropriate and unequal representation in our United States House of Representatives, the very body that was created by the Constitution to make sure that they were in touch with the people. And I don't know about you, but there are many times where I feel as an American unrepresented by those who are in the United States Congress. Now, I'm not here to say that all politicians and all congressmen are bad. That is not true. There are some very good men and women who represent us. But what I will articulate in future videos is why we have an unequal and inappropriate number of representatives and why that's creating the many problems that we have in this country and what apportionment.us is doing about it. So again, this is the first of many videos. I encourage you to go to our website, apportionment.us, and I thank you for your time.